Nancy Pelosi, former Speaker of the House, just traveled over to the Oxford Union to have a debate with Winston Marshall, the banjo player from Mumford and Sons, over the 2016 election. That sounds like I just read some kind of Mad Lib from you. I guess Nancy Pelosi is a Mad Lib, but it sounds like I just filled in the blanks. It's very unusual, and yet it happened, and Winston Marshall performed marvelously.
Before COVID, intelligence services colluded with big tech to have Trump suspended off Twitter. Yes, the same platform which hosted the Taliban and Ayatollah deaf to Israel Khomeini, they thought the president crossed the line when he tweeted on Jan 6th, quote, "Remain peaceful, no violence, respect the law and our great men and women in blue." That's a quote. You may be thinking now that Trump is a populist. You are right. He didn't accept the 2020 elections, and he should have. So should Hillary in 2016, so should Brussels, and so should Westminster in 2016, and so too should Congresswoman Pelosi, instead of saying the 2016 election was, quote, hijacked. Quote, hijacked.
It was, she says. It was.
That we don't accept the results of.
Okay. So she says she's not really following Robert's Rules of Order here. She's calling out from the bench. She says it was hijacked. That doesn't mean that we don't accept the results of it. The banjo player from Mumford and Sons completely destroys Nancy Pelosi with facts and logic and actually allows her to undermine her own position. Love it. Mumford and Sons has some pretty conservative songs. My son, my eldest son, he's really into Mumford and Sons. He sings that song, "I Will Wait for You," all the time, mostly just the chorus all the time. And you think of the song The Cave. The Cave is based on Plato, and it's very conservative. I love that I think it's the final stanza. He says, "I need freedom now. I need to know how to live my life as it's meant to be." That's the conservative understanding of freedom, not the liberal understanding of freedom. So sing your siren song and something all you want. I don't know. I forget the lyrics. But anyway, they're extremely conservative, and it's all about Plato. So I'm not surprised that he's giving this really great conservative speech here. But notice how she undermines her position. She goes, it was hijacked, but that doesn't mean we don't accept the results of the election. That's precisely the Donald Trump position on 2020. It's not even slightly off from Trump's position. Trump says the 2020 election was hijacked. It was rigged. And then he accepted the results of the election. He challenged it through as many legal mechanisms as he could. The legal system failed. And then he accepted the results of the election and moved out. When they talk about Donald Trump, the worst insurrectionist ever, January 6th, the worst day in the history of this or any republic, Donald Trump did, and nothing different than the Democrats did, and he continues to hold views that are no different than the views of the leading Democrats vis-a-vis the legitimacy of the elections. There is no difference whatsoever. There is a big difference in how those views are portrayed in the media. But what Winston Marshall did here was get Pelosi to admit, yeah, I hold exactly the same view as Trump. But it's okay when I do it because I'm a big lib. Right now, go to hallow.com/Knowles. It would be easy to just toss all of your discipline to the side for the summer. But a life of greatness does not happen by taking the easy route. The Hallow app offers an incredible range of guided meditations and prayers that are designed to help you deepen your spirituality and strengthen your connection to God. With Hallow, you can embark on a journey of exploration, diving into different themes and types of prayer and meditation. From gratitude to forgiveness, each session offers a unique experience, sparking your curiosity and deepening your spiritual understanding. Choose different lengths of meditation to fit your schedule, whether you have a few minutes or an hour. With its user-friendly interface and hundreds of guided meditations, the Hallow app has quickly become a go-to resource for people seeking spiritual growth and healing. You can download the app for free at hallow.com/Knowles, KWLES. It allows you to set prayer reminders and track your progress. Hallow is truly transformative and will help you connect with your faith on a deeper level. Do not lose your prayer habits this summer. Maintain your peace and deepen your relationship with God on Hallow. Download the Hallow app today at hallow.com/Knowles, KWLES. Hallow.com/Knowles, KWLES for an exclusive 3-month free trial of all 6,000 plus prayers and meditations. New, highly transmissible COVID-19 variant. It's called Flirt. That's right. The new subtler, suaver, sexier version of COVID, flirt. Could this lead to a summer uptick? Asks the Los Angeles Times. Here we go again. Seems to me I've heard that song before. So the question on everybody's mind, are the libs going to shut the world down with COVID again? Are the libs once again going to use COVID to shut down at least our country and then change all the election rules and rig the election for Joe Biden again? Are they going to do that? They're going to try. I don't think that the libs are sitting in lib headquarters, mwahaha, laughing, cackling about how this is what we're going to do, and wahaha, they'll have to stand 6 feet away and mail in all their votes and we can steal it again. Wahaha. That's not exactly what's going on, but it's not totally far off. The libs are doing everything they can to rig the election against Trump. A better way to think about it than, the libs releasing some pathogen is that the libs are throwing spaghetti at the wall. We know, because COVID exists, it's now a virus, we know that there are going to be mutations and there are going to be upticks and it's going to be like the flu. So the libs can, out of convenience, put a bigger focus on a virus surge than other virus surges. They can exploit pre-existing phenomena. They can even encourage phenomena. But what I don't think COVID is plan A for the libs. I think the libs are going to try to jail I think first they're going to try to kick him off the ballot. That failed. Then they're going to try to jail Donald Trump. That might work. They're going to try to bankrupt Donald Trump. That's what they're doing right now. They're going to try to encourage more widespread mail-in votes. They're going to try to get illegal aliens to vote. They're going to try to do this, that, and the other thing. And maybe the combination of all of those efforts, maybe one will take off more than another, but at the very least, they hope the combination of all of those efforts will make it such that Joe Biden, even as a cadaver, is able to beat Donald Trump, who is still pulling tens and tens of thousands of people when he speaks. It could happen. It could happen. It's not that they're going to do the COVID card again. It would be a little bit on the nose. They just want the option. And they want the option of mass violence in the streets. They're not going to do BLM again. They're going to do the campus intifada. Now, the campus intifada is worse for them because the Israel-Gaza issue is a wedge. So the libs like the street violence, the feeling of chaos, tends to occur in and around election years. How convenient for the libs. And there's a little unrest. And they can use that chaos for political opportunity. But in the case of BLM, which galvanized public opinion for typically leftist causes, the campus intifada is a little bit worse because the protesters largely blame Joe Biden for the war in Gaza. Now, perhaps what the libs are hoping for is Trump is the pro-Israel candidate. Biden is significantly less pro-Israel in his policies. So maybe, as it all shakes out, ginning up this anti-Israel sentiment will help the Democrats. At the very least, it'll create another feeling of chaos and uncertainty, which the libs usually use to their advantage. Maybe. But this one seems to be boomeranging back on the libs, so much so that they're actually fearing for their own convention. That was a great clip. Now, hold up, ring that bell, subscribe to the Michael Knowles YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time.